Shalom Aleichem, welcome to the DHC, the Daily Halachic Corner. It's lovely seeing you, and I'm wishing you, before we start, a wonderful week. We've been speaking over the past 2 weeks about the mitzvah of Kesafim, giving a tithe, which is 10% of the money. But are we really supposed to give a tithe which is 10% of the profits that we make? The Beis Yosef, in his response, Avkas Roichel, writes in chapter 3 that you are indeed supposed to give a tithe, 10%. And we learn it because Ma'aser in Hebrew comes from the Hebrew word eser, 10. We're talking about 10% of the profit that you make. But the Baal Tenura, in Tractate Peah, in his interpretation on the Mishnah there, in chapter 1, Mishnah 1, and the Chofetz Chaim, in his book Ahavas Chesed, in chapter 19, section 3, they both say, according to the Gemara in Ktubis, on page 50, first side, that you're supposed to give not 10%, but 20%, which is called in Hebrew a chomesh. And where do they learn that from? Because it says in the Pasuk, in the verse in the Torah, aser te'aser. The word aser appears twice. So if you take 10% and multiply that by 2, it equals 20%. So according to the Beis Yosef, you're supposed to give 10% of the profit. According to the Baal Tenura and the Chofetz Chaim, you're supposed to give 20% of the profit. And we need to know the common custom of those who keep this custom of Kesafim is, according to the Beis Yosef, to give only 10%, not to give 20%. Of course, if you're very rich, you have a lot of profit, and you give 20%, the blessing of Hashem will be upon you in everything that you do. Until our next corner, may you have a wonderful week and all stay in good health. Amen.